This video is brought to you by Squarespace. From websites to online stores, make it with Squarespace. And welcome to part 2 of creating characters based off of the months of the year. If you haven't seen part 1, it will be linked in the description. What else is there to say? Let's just jump right into it, creating our July character. So as some of you might not know, I do live in Canada, but I'm actually an American. And when I think of July, I think of one of our biggest holidays in America called 4th of July, which is, as you guessed, on the 4th of the month of July. It's also known as Independence Day, but I can't help but think it is one of the most obnoxious days of the American holiday calendar. It basically just seems like a day for at least someone who grew up in the South, us country folk, to get out there and blow stuff up and get rowdy and drink beer and fry up hot dogs and just have fun in the summer, I guess, but also do it dangerously because, oh my god, I can't believe fireworks are even legal. The amount of people that get hurt on 4th of July is ridiculous. Mixing alcohol with explosives? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's a fun time, okay? Anyways, so I decided to design this character who is just a little bit too prideful for their country. So the few things I think about in July: summer, cookouts, fireworks, America, and some dude being way too prideful for their country. So I designed a character that is very buff, very proud of his bod. I think if there's something people can be very prideful about when it comes to their physical appearance, it's definitely working out. If you're a gym rat, you're probably very proud and braggy about going to the gym, how strong you are, your muscles. So I definitely wanted to exaggerate that. Plus, it's really fun to draw really stupidly exaggerated muscles that don't make sense, but the shapes are really fun, so I had fun with that. He's grilling with his left hand, he's rooting for his team with his right, and there are fireworks bursting all around him because he's just, you know, he goes all out for 4th of July. I just hope not everything is out because it doesn't look like he's even wearing underwear. Look, you guys know I had to draw at least one character naked, okay? So there it is, July, the friend that is very braggy, the friend you go to help you haul things, and the friend that is very encouraging for you to work out all the time. Very insistent that you go to the gym with them, whereas March is insistent on you going to the bar with them. Next up is the month of August, and when I think of August from where I'm from, I typically think about school getting back in session. So it doesn't really matter what part of school, be it college, high school, elementary school. It seems like August or early September is a very common time for schools to start again. So I wanted to create a character based off of school. So this is definitely the friend in the group who is always trying new things. They're always trying to learn new hobbies. They're jumping on new fads. They're starting new projects. Just overall, they're a very creative person, and they're definitely someone that you want to go to if you need to create something like a school poster or a sign for your yard sale, or wow, these were very bad examples. And because August is so creative and they love learning, they're also left-handed because everybody knows every creative person ever is left-handed. That's not true. I'm not left-handed, but for some reason that's a thing people say. But it is true that Left-Handers Day is in August, so I thought it would be silly if this character was left-handed. And they are also a teacher at an elementary school, but more specifically, they are the art teacher, of course, at the elementary school. So I have them stepping over just this clumpy mass of clay. It's supposed to be like the kids aren't the most creatively good. Like, they're very young kids, so they just kind of pat a bunch of clay and put sticks in it. But August is just so very encouraging to everybody of every age to try their best at being creative. No matter what it looks like, everyone has their own artistic vision, so he's carefully stepping over this very strange art project in the middle of the class. And because I did have to make this just a slight stereotype, our character is definitely a little bit on the hippie side or the hipster side, whichever you want to say. I gave him a man bun. this sad little mustache. And let's be honest, at the end of the day, August goes home and he smokes a little something that is legal in some places. I mean, just look at him. He definitely looks like the type to be a little bit of a space cadet. He loves kids, he loves to create, but at the end of the day, he just wants to zone out and make art and be creative. It wouldn't be a group of friends without having the one stoner friend, and that's August. September's character design, I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to do with her. When I think September, I think fall is coming around. We've got pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that, which of course makes me think of a basic white girl character. But I didn't want to sit here and stereotype too much. I just wanted to stereotype a little bit. So taking influence from our pumpkin spice latte, I wanted to grab from that warm coffee drink in the fall feeling. So I went into this designing a character that was going to be maybe the oldest character out of the friend group, someone who just likes to sit around and drink warm coffee, bundle up in all of the sweaters, and overall they were just super chill. But then I started to think that people who drink a lot of coffee are usually people who work very hard or need coffee to keep working late hours. So as I developed this character, she went from a very old soul character to someone who works very hard. And basically September turned into this girl who works very hard, but she likes it. She really enjoys her work. She's a workaholic, but sometimes her friends in her friend group think that maybe it's not the best for her health. Between the amount of coffee she drinks, the small amount of hours she sleeps, and especially the small amount of hours she leaves her home office, she's definitely the friend in the group that you never get to see because she always has an excuse for being too busy, because she's always working. So when it came to this character design, she started off so simple, but then I got super into creating her design based off of fall. It got a little out of control. So obviously I have her super layered up because when it comes to fall, putting on layers is the best part. She has a hat, a comfy sweater, boots, socks, a scarf. And when it came to coloring this character is when I started to get really into it. I really wanted to represent fall with this character, so I wanted to show the changing color of leaves with her clothes. So starting at the top, I gave her a green hat. Working down to her hair, we have yellow, an orangish scarf, an orange sweater, her red dress, her reddish brown socks, and then ending with her brown boots. I mean, she is the change of autumn leaves. Even though I do prefer a more simple color palette, I had so much fun representing the colors of fall changing on her outfit. I probably think it's a little too clever, but the one thing that really made me fall in love with this illustration is the background. I just love how simple yet cluttered it is. All of the little sticky notes are super cute, but once I started to scribble on them, I think this whole illustration just came together and really represented this character as someone who's very hectic and busy, but also that's who she is. So anyways, that is September. Moving on to October, I definitely had to resist the urge to just draw a very gothic character, which I still kind of did. I mean, if I'm going to make a gothic character, who's it going to be, huh? December? I don't think so. So I didn't want to just draw a gothic character. I thought that would be a little too boring. So I wanted to combine a couple of things. So when it comes to Halloween, obviously there's a huge aspect of putting on costumes. But I didn't want to just say this character likes to dress up in costumes because that would be kind of boring. So I thought it would be fun to turn this character into a nerdy character. So ignoring the fact that this is October, let's pretend that she's in a different month of the year at the moment. Overall, she's a very gothic person, but also she's a very nerdy person and she likes to cosplay characters and go to conventions. So October really likes to put a spin on normal cosplay costumes. So she will take a, let's say, Sailor Moon costume. It's a school uniform, kind of similar to what I've done here in the illustration. She'll take the inspiration of the Sailor Moon costume, but then put a gothic twist on it. So maybe make the colors darker, tone them down, add on some extra spiky jewelry, bakery, maybe make those shoes just a little taller, a little blacker, a little darker. And hey, maybe she throws in some blood splatters here and there. I don't know her life. Some upside down crosses, some pentagrams, some bats. I'm not a goth. I'm literally just throwing every typical word out there that I can think of. So even though our October isn't the most creative because she is a goth, I do think that throwing this cosplay spin onto her is a really fun aspect of her personality. She's definitely the nerdiest out of all of the friends in the group, definitely into anime. She's studied abroad in Japan, she speaks Japanese, and she's very good at sewing, obviously, because she hand makes all of her costumes. Also, she's making a living being a cosplay, I was gonna say artist. What are she's a cosplayer. She's a professional cosplayer. That being said, she is still very goth, so she likes to be alone despite her cosplay job being around huge crowds of nerds. She's definitely been the outcast, and she loves everything dark and creepy. I mean, it's October. How could I not make her goth? Oh, and I guess she also likes to include her cat in photo shoots. So she has a black cat, but she always manipulates the photos to make the cat look dead. So she has like a headless cat, but it's a fake cat photo. Anyways, there's our gothic cosplayer October. Once again, November is a character that is going to be a little specific to where I grew up. So again, I'm from America, so we have this holiday called Thanksgiving, which is... It's a holiday, I'm not going to get into it, but it's about food. Basically, Thanksgiving is a holiday where you get together with your family and you just eat a lot of food. So that is what I based November off of. Obviously, fall too, so we definitely have her in some fall colors later, but I did want her to be the baker of the friend group. November loves to bake, she loves to cook, she loves to eat. Nothing wrong with that. She's a little chunky, but I can't blame her because I'm sure everything she makes is amazing. She always helps her friends like March and April create baked goods for their money fundraisers. Oh my goodness. Whenever she gives gifts to either her friends, her family, or just anybody, she always makes them baked goods because her baked goods are not only super delicious, but she puts so much time and effort into just the decorating of her cookies and pies and cakes and everything that they just look so amazing. In fact, November is a professional baker. She has her own bakery, she runs it on her own, and she's also a very hard worker because I'm sure running your own business, your own bakery, is a lot of ding work. Obviously, because November is in the fall, sorry, Australia. I wanted to focus her color palette on reds, oranges, yellows, and browns, so there's definitely a lot of that going on. And I think at the very end of this drawing, the most fun I had was definitely throwing the flower all over her. It just adds so much visual texture interest to this character. It's so cute, it's so fun and playful. It just shows that she enjoys baking so much that she doesn't mind getting a little dirty. And she's just super cute. I mean, look at her. She's dancing and juggling cookies. I want to be her friend. So even though her clothes are a little dull in color, she definitely makes up for it in the taste of her bakes and of course her personality. And last but not least, our final friend of the group, we have December. So it was really hard not to go super Christmassy for this illustration because obviously December is just basically Christmas because it's all anyone talks about, thinks about, lives about. It's Christmas. You can't go anywhere without seeing Christmas decorations in December. End Christmas rant. I actually really like Christmas. I think maybe the older I get, the less I like it. But anyways, let's talk about the character. So I say I didn't want our character December to be too Christmassy, but I ended up focusing the palette on reds and greens and then put presents and a cactus Christmas tree in the illustration. So did I try very hard? Absolutely not. But let's pretend that it's December at the moment and our character December is giving a gift, which is his language of love. He loves to go shopping. December is always shopping, whether it be window shopping or or shopping for presents for people or just shopping emotionally, December loves to shop because Christmas is all about consumerism. That being said, December loves to spend time with his friends and of course his family. He doesn't like to be alone at all. He's definitely an extrovert. You will never catch December doing anything alone, always with somebody at some point in the friend group. Definitely a very loving and kind person. He's a big softie, physically and mentally. He doesn't like horror movies. He loves giving hugs. He falls in love so easily. But unlike February, he always has a problem with the person he likes not liking him back. He's only ever had one boyfriend and his heart tragically broke very hard, but he's always so easily falling in love with everybody that, let's be honest, his heart gets broken a lot. December also likes to be a little bit creative when he can, so he has a lovely hand-knit sweater that he made himself. He loves to give handcrafted gifts, even though he loves to go shopping. He also likes to DIY things together. Also, I don't even know if I can explain why there's a cactus Christmas tree. I just kind of felt like drawing a cactus. So there we have our very shy and loving December character. And that's it, all 12 months of characters. Now that I have completed the full 12 months of characters, I can put the complete collection into my online portfolio using, that's right, Squarespace. With a template gallery full of designs crafted by their world-class design team, you're sure to find a look that suits your art and your aesthetic. If it's not your style, you can easily edit your gallery with template switching, style editing, and even custom CSS. Drag and drop your images instantly from your desktop, link your social media, and you're ready to go. Art not your thing? Blog importing, product importing, image importing not your thing, content exporting. I honestly don't know what I'm saying at this point, but I'm sure at least one of you out there just got very excited. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/KaseyGolden to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay golden. Bye.